that? Why has that happened?
But you don't get many going. I know bird watchers normally go during the day, but you don't get many, if any, that go at night. So that's a bit weird why that woman, given her age and where she's travelled from, as to why she was there at night.
We have seen the odd woman on their own, and you think, what they're doing up here at this time of night? And you think, what if they go missing now?
Do you think that could be so? Do you think it could be something else though? It's not. It might look like there's a woman there on her own, but it could be like a psyops of some sort.
We was up there last year sometime.
Yeah.
At night time, we just got to a platform, and Paul said, "I just want to ring Sasha Christie up." So we had a talk, and this woman was in front of us near the barrier, and she kept looking round and thinking as though we shouldn't be there. Anyway, put the phone down to Sasha. I said to Paul, just what's that lady there? I says, a bit strange. I think she wants to jump. So anyway, we watched her for a while.
Yeah.
So she was at that side, and we went to the railings at this side. And I kept looking. She kept watching us. And all of a sudden, she was walking away, walking down the path to the end. Anyway, and she kept turning around and watching us and giving us the evil look. Anyway, as she went down, we lost sight of her. So Paul got camera on. He said, she hadn't got to the end yet, because we would see her going onto the path and walking to the centre.
Yeah.
She disappeared on us. Gone.
That's what I mean.
Vanished.
Is there more?
And let's be about it. Not long after, this woman walking towards us, and we said to her, have you just seen a woman on there? Have you passed the lady? She went with it's like a purple coat she had on. I haven't seen anybody. She said, I'm from New Zealand. I thought, oh my God, I'm a vet. I'm over here. That's some relatives. I thought, she said, no, I haven't seen anybody.
That's weird.
So on way back, we looked over at cliffs that way. Is she hiding? No, couldn't find her anywhere. But trouble is, Andy, if she's from West Yorkshire and she's come over for a day, she won't have gone missing, will she?
No.
Only in West Yorkshire.
Oh, yeah.
Not over here.
Yeah.
So, did she jump? Don't know.
But then
it was a lilac coat she had on. So it very distinguished. And you think, my God, somebody must have seen her. Nobody saw her at all.
But did you feel that it was completely out? Not, don't have to be completely, but she was out of place as to being there. I know you see people there, but sometimes you just pick up that, like you said, it was weird that she was there. It didn't seem right. But did you get the gut feeling that she wasn't there to go bird watching? She was there for whatever reason other than...
Maybe. That's put me onto something else, really.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you say that, because I was walking with a friend to Danes Dyke.
Yeah.
And we just come out of Danes Dyke at the other side and walking on this pathway. And this woman with a fur coat on, not a long one, short sleeve one, smoking a cigarette in one of them holders.
Oh, yeah.
Old-fashioned one with some little dogs. And I said to Kate, she looks a bit strange there. Anyway, she walked past us, went round the corner. When we got to the corner, she vanished. Gone.
Oh.
Vanished. As though she'd come from another another distant thing.
Another different era.
Yeah. And as we walk, I said, let's walk quick down this, because where she walked around this corner, cliff was next to that. That was it. You were dropping down. And we walked pretty quick down there. and there were a path going that way and down. Couldn't see her at all. Totally vanished, completely gone. And I thought, oh my God, where's she gone? How's she gone so quickly? It just made you wonder what you was saying about was she meant to be there, or did she come into this reality?
Yeah, because it just seems to be there's a lot of different types of activity going on, not just the lights in the sea or above the sea, but with the dark like the shadow people that have been seen there, and the noises and all the other stuff that's going on. Because can't remember if it was Paul, but I remember Paul telling me you've seen a lot of like orbs in the grass as you're going back up towards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so it's like this stuff constantly going on.
So a triangle in the sea, and that was strange, because we'd been up there, and Paul went, "Let's walk the other side of the RAF base." I went, "Yeah." So we walked on the way back. He got a phone call, and he said, "This bloke said, I just want to ring you. Are you Paul Sinclair?" He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "My daughter's just coming back from Sleaford, and she's seen a cigar-shaped object in the sky, black, coming towards Briglington. I just thought I'd let you know." Da-di-da-di-da. So Paul said, "What's your name? Here's my number. Tell her to ring me when she gets time." So on way back, we're walking on way back, and we go around to the front, and Paul went, "You see them lights of water down there?" I said, "I can't, Paul, because I'm waiting for my cataracts being doing." Anyway, he said, "Right, I'm going to run down." So he got down to the berth platform. I got down there, and he went, "Look at them there. Wide apart, quite wide apart, but it looked like a triangle underneath with lights coming up."
Wow.
So we watched that, 20 minutes. And then we both turned to our right, like that, and saw an orange rectangle on the side of a cliff. Must have been 200 foot by 50 foot, like the back of a trailer, outside the cliff. Appear, and then vanished in a second.
Oh.
So we both went like that. Both saw it at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and then it went. That were all like 2017 or...
Yeah. So not long ago, really.
No. A lot of things happened in that era.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I've been up there where I've said to Paul, right, I'm going up with my trimeter. I'm just going to do a bit of thing up there. And I've gone up, and first time in my life, I was frightened.
Really?
Yeah. I've got that scary feeling that someone was watching me. Don't know why. No. And there were quite a few on stand. And I shouted to Paul, I showed my torch. He went, "What?" I said, "Come up here."
Yeah.
I said, "I feel a bit scared." And I've never, ever been frightened in my life up there. Never. And he went, "You won't believe it. 3 days earlier, Steve Asprich was with us. And he went nearly the same place as you and said he was frightened."
Oh.
So is it some vibration, what comes inside you? You think, "Oh my God, don't go up there."
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? It's a not knowing what it is. I think that makes it more difficult to judge what's going on. Because with everyday regular stuff, you know, you can pinpoint what you're doing and what people are doing and where you are and all that. It's like you can do the routine of it all. But when you're interacting with the paranormal, you haven't got a clue what's happening or what's going to happen next.
That's so true. Because you never be prepared.
No.
Always up there. You think you're prepared with your cameras and everything.
Yeah.
And by the time it's come up there, you're so enthralled in it, looking at it, you forgot to get a camera.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're too engrossed with what's going on. You can have your camera or your phone in your hand and you just don't think of doing anything with it.
I know at one time we, every time we went up there, I used to say to Paul about these eyes, what used to watch us. And we used to get to that first bench, and we always used to sit there before we used to go to the next platform.
Yeah.
I used to say to him, is them eyes on us again? I say, yeah. But we didn't have a night vision camera between us then.
Right.
Never. So he'd try and put the torch on it, on the eyes.
Yeah.
And then get camera and try and focus on it to see if we could get all. But they look quite big eyes. And it just makes you wonder, was that a werewolf or what was it at that time? What was quite big? What was watching us all the time? It didn't matter if it was 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 6 o'clock when we got up there. They were in the same spot every time we came up there.
Yeah.
It was standing joke with me.
Yeah, because Beware the Moon just put up about, I remember hearing Bob talk about the eyes on us again up on the cliffs at certain times of the year. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But does it happen more in winter months? Yes, I would say that.
Yeah.
I would say more like the winter months, September, October, November.
Yeah, because it's like it goes darker earlier. There's less people about, so whatever's there can go about and do whatever it is it needs to do. Whatever its purpose is.
We've even heard below us something crash, as though a girder had gone over